Yeah.
So let me flip this on you a little bit then. We had one or two people ask about your respective opinions on utility kilts and camo kilts. The all-American.
Would you ever wear a camouflage kilt?
Probably not, right? And I was thinking about this earlier. Camel kilt. Like, I probably would look at one and think that looks a little bit weird. I thought that for a minute, and then I remembered I went to a wedding wearing an all-black kilt as well, like you're wearing as well. And then I kind of thought, like, what's the difference, right?
The gun rack in the back of your pickup.
What is it?
It's a gun rack.
A gun rack?
That's
Yeah, exactly. But ultimately, you can be playful with these things. You can try different things. I personally wouldn't wear a camel one, nor would I wear one with pockets on the side of it. But if you want to do it, rock on.
Yeah, it's not. I'm similar-ish to you. Even wearing my, if I wear a utility kilt, I have worn kilts with pockets on them. Utility Kilts brand. Before I've worn Kilts brand before as well. It's not the same thing. I will say, without trying to sound snotty, and this is not meant to sound snotty at all, I kind of outgrew it. It didn't have the same meaning to me that Tartans did. It didn't have the same pull to me that Tartans did. So I've, for the most part, stopped wearing utility kilts. Once in a while, if I'm going to be, running around doing yard work or something, then I need a bunch of pockets for screws and things, and I have a little project to do, then yeah, maybe I might wear it. But for the most part, I stick to Tartans. Camouflage, I was never a big fan of camo print for a kilt. It is done. People do it, but it's not my favorite. Here's why. Because when you pleat a tartan kilt, there's a pattern on it, and you're pleating it either to set or stripe, and you're recreating the pattern. On a solid color kilt, it's just solid color, so you don't have to worry about it. On a camouflage kilt, there's a pattern, but the pattern is generally like 24 inches or so wide,
Yep.
so I can't make it line up, so my OCD won't let me do it. So, now, camouflage kilts aren't for me. It's not to say that they aren't for anyone, but not my cuppa.
Well, I think one thing I'd add to that, and I just remember a story that might be quite relevant for this, right? I remember going to a concert, and I can't remember who it was, but it was a big American rock band. We're talking someone like Red Hot Chili Peppers, of that level, right?
Okay.
And I remember one of the lead people in the band came on stage wearing a very non-traditional kilt.
Was it either Black Label Society or Ozzy Osbourne with Zakk Wylde?
It could have
I
been.
know you like Ozzy.
But yeah, I love Ozzy. But the fact is, they came on stage wearing a kilt in Scotland, and the crowd went nuts. And that shows you, and people loved it, because it was like, that's them recognising our cult. Even if it wasn't like a traditional kilt, it was a recognition that they are giving us some kind of like respect and
nod.
homage. Yeah, exactly.
There's a lot of there's I will say a history of that. I know like Muhammad Ali wore a kilt when he was in Scotland. I know Mr. T's worn a kilt. I know Snoop Dogg has worn a kilt when he was in Scotland. I know Jonathan Davis from Korn wears kilts on a he also plays bagpipes. But there's a lot of I know Jack White from the White Stripes has worn a kilt when he was in Scotland. So there's a weird history of bands or celebrities or personalities going to Scotland or other countries and then wearing the national dress of the country.
Yeah, and usually those kilts are not traditional ones. They're usually out there. Like they might sometimes be brightly coloured, but it's a gesture behind it, right?
Yeah.
And people recognise it, and I think that should be a lesson for everyone out there watching. Like the fact that you're coming to Scotland and you're thinking about wearing a kilt is already endears you to us.
Yeah, that's a good point. It's drawing the line between celebrities. Yeah, I'll draw that line. I'm going to underline it too. No, it's two lines, parallel. If celebrities can do it, why can't you? If celebrities are going to go to Scotland and going to be looked kindly upon and shown a positive reaction for wearing a Scottish national dress and not mocked and, oh, how dare they? If they're given a positive reaction, as polarizing as celebrities can be, what does it matter if Joe Blow from Idaho decides he wants to wear a kilt when he's in Scotland? So go ahead, Joe Blow. Wear your kilt in Idaho. And Scotland,
And
too.
Scotland.
Yeah.
Hey, Joe Blow, wear your kilt in Idaho.
That's
Love it.
why I did that. You're welcome.
We should start a band.
Thank you. Thank you very much. No.
Not under that premise. Other bands, yes.
Thank you very much for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, check out all these fantastic videos around about here, which will be some awesome content I think you're going to enjoy. And also do not forget to check out usakilts.com. Those guys have got some amazing stuff. Thanks again.